Speaking in favor of, against the motion, from the University of Calcutta, Shreya Basu, also doing her master's in English. She's an alumnus of St. Xavier's College. She also reports for a reputed English newspaper, and her interests, not surprisingly, are in reading and writing. Shreya Basu.
Good evening, everyone. At the very onset, I would like to ask you all, don't you think the word social networking is being taken in a very narrow sense of it? Social networking does not just mean Facebook, Twitter, MySpace. Rather, it means any form of communication. Any form of communication, one-to-one communication today means networking with a person. So, I would like to ask you, how many of you first received the notification for this debate today via your email accounts? I would say many of us did so. Communication today has received a completely new dimension as we do away with the nostalgic crap of letters and enter into a digital world of hyperreality. The two basic institutions of society, friendship and family, today does not depend upon the proximity of time or space. Rather, it's discourse that controls it. And discourse today is facilitated by the social network. As the world advances at a very fast pace, we tend to migrate from one place to another for business and education-related purpose. Then what keeps the society going? If everybody was to call United States or UK at a very high cost, then don't you think we Indian students would have been really poor to communicate to our friends? We still need the social networking sites to communicate. And social networking, as far as you talk about the deterioration of language, I would say that it's not necessity that's the mother of invention, rather it's laziness that's the mother of invention. We all can type the proper English words if it's necessary, but we don't do so. We always have the option. Facebook or Twitter does not tell us that don't type the full words out. Next, in my debate, I would like to present a number of points which show that social networking is useful to our generation. Prior to the evolution of social networking, institutions would carry out courses only on campus. But today, we find institutions carrying out online courses which allow many of us to work as we study. And this is helping us finance our own education. Don't you think this is a benefit of social networking? Next, I would like to report that 59% of the students with access to social networking sites are found talking to each other for college and career-related plannings. And teachers and parents also report that these sites are being utilized for benefiting communication and conflict resolution skills. In India, it is also seen that the free usage of social networking sites are helping kids from lower-income groups to learn the nitty-gritties of computer, like editing and uploading pictures and using HTML codes in order to personalize their profiles. Next, we have many social networking sites which help youth to deal with life-altering diseases like alcoholism, autism, drug addiction. It is helping them come in terms with others who are facing the same problem, find out remedies for their solution, for the problem, and even gain peer support. Now, if social networking is a failure of communication, why then, when we don't find an answer to certain queries, and there are certain issues which we can't ask our family members or our friends, we post it on Yahoo Answers or Yahoo Forums so that we can find strangers giving us their judgments? It is because social networking has helped us communicate with those whom we perhaps would never be able to access if there wasn't the presence of the World Wide Net. Next, I would like to say that there was a research conducted by the University of Alabama which showed that 50% of the members of the older age group who were using social networking sites were third less likely to be diagnosed with depression than those who were not using these sites. It was also amazing when I found out that my grandmother was also using Facebook to communicate with some of her family members, leave alone her friends, for her friends can't access the social networking sites. We don't have such forward generations now. But still, we can say that these social networking sites are helping many fight depressions. Then, if you consider social networking to include such software like WhatsApp, You can say that we as students often do not have balance in our prepaid phones. Yet, we might fall into any kind of problems in different parts of the city. Then what helps us communicate with our friends? It is these communication softwares like WhatsApp which helps us deliver a simple message without any cost. Social networking sites today are being used to report anything from taxi refusals to storm alerts to help gain the mass support. Now finally, I would like to say that it is giving us the freedom of speech. Most of us would never be able to tell our opinions to the people if today the social networking sites would not have been there. And if you're talking about the government imposing a ban on Facebook or something, then I would say that it's actually harming the democratic rights of the Indians. And talking about the Chinese government, well, it's a Marxist government. It can do anything. It's an autocratic government. And then Facebook gives us the freedom of speech, which perhaps no other media would ever enable us to do so. Even if we have to talk about a single problem that we are facing, we can use the social networking sites and not wait for the media to gain its support. Finally, I would like to conclude by saying that social networking is a boon to our generation that has been the offspring of technology. And we as humans, the supremest creation of God, do have the brain to distinguish between the good and the bad, and therefore taking all that's beneficial for our society. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya. Can we have a question? Yes? Do you want to ask first?
Instantaneous communication is not synonymous with social networking. You can have things like email and the phone. And it's the public nature of social networking that sets it apart from these inventions. Don't you think that communication is more about the audience than the speaker?
Why do you think communication is more about the audience and only not the speaker? Communication can be in any form. It can be one-to-one communication, but we have still emails which can be forwarded together to many people. We have many kinds of propagandas being carried out through emails. We can forward it to a number of people. Therefore, it is becoming a social communication. Communication can be to any people at any time. Therefore, it's networking. Networking can be done to even one person.
Okay, last question. Yes?
You said a Marxist government is an autocratic government. Please elaborate.
Why would I elaborate on that? That's a political science question, right?
You're right. And you don't need to elaborate. Thank you very much. I would, however, quarrel with Shreya about one comment she made, that was that Facebook guarantees us freedom of speech. Somebody else thought that was true and ended up in jail.